All right, shalom, shalom. We say call halal Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai. Double honor to the apostles and the elders at GMS to rule well. Peace and blessings to the Akim that shot there fighting, doing his work with truth and sincerity. Back here again with a quick lesson. Lord willing, this is edifying to the elect men out there that are listening and watching these videos. Excuse me, damn. Just a quick lesson through the spirit and the power of Yahweh, Bahashem Abishai. You got this right here going on. Spain denies U.S. permission to use jointly operated bases to attack Iran. In the news, if you privy to it, you see what's happening right now with the Israel, Iran, and America thing. And like Elder Pastor Harvard saying, it could last, might be a ground war or whatever. Then it might last 4 to 6 months. It might die down. We see these things. The main prophecy we're looking for, one of the main prophecies is the mandatory of the MOTB. They're spoken of in the book of Revelation, chapter 13. But nonetheless, all of this is tied around prophecy, and those who are serious-minded ought to be looking out and watching for these things. That's why the Bible say, watch just as well as pray. Now, right here, it prompt me to go to Jeremiah 50 and 22. A sound of battle was in the land and of great destruction. And I think the land goes into the word earth or planet. Let's see something. Yeah, the land, the earth, the whole earth, you see? And what you're seeing happen over there in Iran, what Iran and America joined forces with the least of the flocks should draw them out, meaning Israel. So there's a sound of battle in the earth right now. And we know also, according to prophecy, this is leading up to the Third World War. This is the beginning stages of it, man. The fact that Spain denies America access to the bases where they could be close to that region or closer to Iran, they denied them. But Trump said he's going to cut off all aid to them. So if you see in the temperature in the planet Earth today, war is on the horizon. And it's time for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans to wake out of sleep. Then you got the Epstein files. Then you got Trump in Canada. If I'm not mistaken, I think Canada either supply America like 50% of its oil or something like that, to the point of Canada was to put sanctions on America. America can be crippled. And then with this thing going over in the Middle East with Iran, Israel, and America, gas prices about to go up. So these are the times that we're living in, and you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans don't understand the temperature that's on the earth and what's about to take place, man. Then you got ICE that's buying up all these warehouses or building warehouses and buying them up. Because I see a lot of empty warehouses where I live out here in Texas. They might open them up to put businesses in there, but I'm seeing warehouses around a lot of apartment complexes. I'm like, wait a minute. It's just a sign of things to come, and they turning those warehouses into concentration camps. You still have to understand martial law is going to take place. The Bible speaks about a man shall desire to go into another city and can't. A man, a man going to run up in another man's home or whatever for lack of resources thereof. So all these things is on the timeline of prophecy, and that's the trending thing on the earth. In the earth is prophecy. Like the brothers out in Alabama say, prophecy is trending. So there's a sound of battle in the land, in the earth, and it's going to come over here too. All the other nations are going to go shoot missiles over here. I think if Poland or somebody get involved in it, then NATO, like right now, is gearing up, man. But we also keeping an eye out for the MOTB, for that to be made mandatory, because the way you do banking now, the way this system is set up for how you do banking, is going to go offline. You're going to have blackouts. It's going to be enormous amounts of turmoil that's going to take place, to where you need to repent and pray. Now is the time for you to get close to Yahweh Bashem Abishai, man. You see, because we are on the brink of World War III, meaning the beginning stages of it, and it's going to just intensify. And as that intensify, other nations are going to get in. You got Russia, you got China, other nations, other countries. as well that's going to get into this thing, man. And this is from The Guardian right here. Spain, U.S. Israel war on Iran. Spain denies U.S. permission to use jointly operated bases to attack Iran. Refusal to allow us, right? Let me put this on, what mode is that? Let me put this on that do not disturb. Refusal to allow use of bases in Rota and Moran follows Pedro Sanchez commendation of U.S. Israeli action. They was like, no, you're not coming over here doing that, man. You're not coming over. No, we're not getting into that, whatever the case may be. So Trump like, okay, whatever, we're going to deny you, aid and this, that, and the third. Well, Spain already is not in a good position anyway. So they say, well, the hell with it. So right here, in Zephaniah 2:1, it says, seek judgment on Judah's enemies. All these nations that's not of Israel are enemies of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Now you have Israelites who's been scattered throughout the four corners of this planet that go come looking like other nations. But the actual heathen nations, they enemies to the nation of Israel. But look, 2/3 of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans who don't want to wake up out of sleep are an enemy to Israel. So this is Zephaniah 2:1. Gather yourself together. Yea, gather together, O nation not desired. We are not a desired nation in the eyes of these heathen nations, man. You see, the Lord said, gather together, O nation not desired. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Jake, who constantly being oppressed, man. And the so-called white man has constantly got his foot on our necks, and they don't care. Trump is he's showing you that he don't care. So the Lord is sending out a report to his apostles and the bishops, the prophets, to read the report unto you and for you to gather yourselves into this report and turn from your ways and repent, man. It's high time to awake out of sleep. You see? Before the decree bring forth, before the day pass as a chaff, before the fierce anger of the Lord come upon you, before the day of the Lord's anger come upon you. He said it twice because ICE agents are setting up these warehouses for concentration camps. So before things get bad, man, the Lord telling you before he bring down his anger upon you, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you need to turn from your ways, man. The warning is going out, and the Lord soon come, go stop warning you, man. Meaning you're not going to have this information readily available to you soon come. So gather yourself together, O nation not desired. You're not desired here because you probably make money alongside with your co-worker that's an East Indian, so-called East Indian, or whatever the case may be. Y'all at these top parties or meetings or whatever the case, that don't mean anything, man. When the Lord anger come upon you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, hey, you should have been listening and turn from your ways, man. Keep your job, go to work, but in the price of your own home and how you live, you need to be praying, man. And you women need to be out here, start wearing pants and shit and start wearing things of modest apparel, like the Bible says, because the time will come, you go wish your ass had to been covering up, man. You see? So at the end of the day, the devil is passing unrighteous decrees. This is the government. They're passing all these unrighteous laws. Men can have men, women can have women. They pass shit like that. Two women can do whatever, right? So the Lord's coming to judge this place, man. Why? Because he is the lawgiver. Check this out. This is Isaiah. That's why it's time for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans to turn from your ways, man, including us to stay on this path and keep our focus steady. This is Isaiah 33 and 22. For the Lord is our judge. The Lord is our lawgiver. The Lord is our king. He will save us. So Jake want to turn to this devil and thinking he's going to make everything right, or, okay, you know what? This too shall pass over. No, the Lord is the judge, man. You see? You need to fear that power, man. Yahweh Bashim Abishai. The Lord is our judge. He gave us the laws statutes and commandments to go by. So you don't supposed to adhere. Now don't run a stop sign or a red light. Yeah, we get that. At the end of the day, when it's come time to judgment and when all hell break loose, you're gonna wish you had to listen to the Lord and not Esau, man, telling you things gonna be okay and giving you smooth talk, giving you smooth things, man. When here it is, he's over there taking these people lands and taking their resources, but the dude down in Austin, Texas, trying to make him the face of the T era, foreign and domestic. And here it is, this man over here just bombed dropped missiles on a goddamn school full of children, man. Like, this is a hypocritical ass nation at the end of the day. And then you so-called Negro, Latino, and Native Americans, you hypocritical as well. But the Lord is the lawgiver, man. Like, Jake still out here want to vote. No, you're not supposed to be doing no voting. You see, this is so-called white man's court system. This is his judicial system, man. The Lord is our lawgiver. He will save us, not the laws of Esau, not the way and status quo of what he's telling you to do or what he think is right for people on the earth, because he rule in wickedness, man. So it's the Lord is our judge, our lawgiver, and our king. He will come take care of us. So we have to let go of this system and focus on Yahweh Shema Shah. Use this world, but don't abuse it. Go to work, keep the job, this, then the third, cut back on your traveling, whatever the case may be. Do what you got to do to get in the good graces of Yahweh Bahashemah Bashah, man. He's telling you to gather yourself together, O nation not desired. This man is coming out with unrighteous decrees. You know, the Lord is the judge. Esau is not the judge. So what's this? Micah, is it? Yeah, man. Judgment against wealthy oppressors. Micah 2:1. Woe means destruction. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in their power of their hand. That's talking about this damn devil, Edom, Esau. That's the government that be passing these laws when you are asleep. They make deals in these secret meetings, and while Jake or people here in this country are distracted by the things they put on social media or the news or whatnot. This is how this man operate, man. That devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. They think of wicked things to do, like trying to go on Iran, right? Or to do things here as well on the people here in this country. Then they go practice it when it's daylight, because they control and rule everything, because he's been allowed to rule and control everything, man. But again, that's the government here that passes all these laws when people are asleep. Then they go around the world taking people's shit. Look at what they're doing right now with Israel and Iran. Now, that's prophesied that the least of the flock should draw them out. Israel is dragging them into this shit, man. All because of resources and among other things as well that the wicked people do. You see? And this devil, man. And that's what they go do. Take people lands and all their resources that they do, man. Verse 2, and they covered fields, see, and take them by violence, and houses, and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage. That's what they do. Go around just causing havoc upon people, but then point the finger at you, talking about you the T era over in this country. But the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, or the average Joe Schmo in this country, don't even own a fucking plane or military for that matter. But yet he don't want the spotlight on him and then turning upon you people. But meanwhile, he's over in Iran doing what he want to do and going to other lands, talking stout against Canada. Like Canada said, if I can't trust my neighbor and friend, I can't trust no one. You see what I'm saying? So they go do business with other nations. And this is a prideful man at the end of the day. But this place has been established on wickedness. But the people who vote don't even see these things taking place, man. And they're going, and here he blatantly going around the world taking people's lands and their resources, but yet still people like, hell yeah, you know, why'd you want to involve yourself around or in other people's countries anyways? No, that's why the book of Zephaniah 2:12 say, look, We supposed to gather ourselves together, man. We got enemies, man. You see? And our people are an enemy against us as well because they hold dear unto this place. And they believe on this place, man. And what it says you need to be doing. So the Lord's people are supposed to wake up and gather themselves, man. We have enemies all around us, man. And we're leading and going into the time of Jacob's trouble. You see? And that's the day of the Lord. When Jacob's trouble really hit hard and then going to intensify, that's the judgment of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. You're going to see pandemics all over the place, all kind of diseases, you know, and so on and so forth, man, at an alarming rate. When you get the book of Jeremiah 39, says it going into the time of Jacob's trouble. So what you're seeing right here, man, everything is leading up in its own time when it comes to prophecy, man. That's why the Lord, I started with that scripture in Zephaniah 2:1, to gather yourselves together, O nation not desired, man. Because times are going to get bad and you're going to wish you, because if you don't, you're not going to have no protection. You're not going to have a hedge on you to be protected for you and your family. It's going to get rough. A lot of us going to be pilgrims, thrown out of our homes, sleeping in tents. We need to prepare our minds for these things, man. As these people are preparing war and all this, the men of the Lord and those who believe on his work need to prepare our minds for these things to happen to us as well, man. To be beheaded, where you can't go to work no more or have no place to stay, but you might be homeless out here. We still got to keep that trust and faith in Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai. That's why it's time for you to gather yourself together, because there's a sound of battle in the land, in the earth. Things are not going back to how they once was, man. You see? I want to see something real quick. This is Psalms. You're being warned, man. You can't say you're not being warned. And when the warning stops, then it's going to be too late. You see? And these people don't give a damn, man. Everything is out of whack. Just look at the people. Just look how they live. They live like there's no judgment, man, because of the rulers. Psalms 82:5. They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. All the foundation of the earth are out of course because of this rulers, the powers that be, the ones that's in rulership, Edom, Esau, the small hatters, Amalek. You see, everything in the system that the Most High set up, they came in rulership and put it out of course because they are wicked, man. Because Esau wants their birthright back. Everything is backwards. Women over men. Men act like women. The food ain't food anymore. The kids rule their household, rule their parents. You know, so the so-called white man set up policies in the earth, but it doesn't benefit anyone but him. That's why now they said they were going to go into Iran, and now they're not understanding it's Yahweh Bashem Abishai that control the minds of the king, the angels as well, that turn and control the minds of the rulership, the rulers on the planet Earth, man. So nothing's not happening random. It's all prophetic. From the setting up the wicked decrees here, and women can marry women, men can marry men, and so on. All the confusion you see is under this man's on his watch. And the Lord's coming back out of his place in the heavens to come bring havoc upon this place. That's why the Lord is telling you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, gather yourselves together, man. Because the time of Jacob's trouble is going to get worse. And you're going to see it in your time, man. You know, famines are going to come. So the Mosiah is using this wicked to cause havoc on the planet Earth to bring destruction to himself, man. So when you're not able to eat your food or be able to get the resources that you need, just remember that, well, like the Bible says, you're going to know that a prophet have been among you at the end of the day, man. You see? Man, this thing is gearing up. But we watching for the MOTB. We definitely watching for that, man. You see? The Lord is going to make this land, that he go empty this place, man, because he's sick and tired of it, man. Let's look at this real quick. Isaiah 24 and is it? Isaiah 24:1 in the NLT. Look what it says. Destruction of the earth. Look, the Lord is about to destroy the earth and make it a vast wasteland. He devastates the surface of the earth and scatters the people. The meaning of the earth is not going to be destroyed. The planet Earth will still be here, but the current rulership and how things are is going to be done away with. And the Lord's going to come back, meaning Yahweh Shah. Yahweh goes send his only begotten son, Yahweh Shah and the holy angels. Yahweh Shah is coming back to rule, man, and set up the kingdom forever on the planet Earth, the house of David. You see? That's what's about to take place. So upon the anger of the Lord of Yahweh Shemam Shah, he finna make this place a wasteland. He finna make it empty. The system that's been set up, the way people live is going to be destroyed. The infrastructure of this place, the monetary system of this place, the religious structure of this place, all it's going to be a waste, man. Your jobs, everything is going to be a waste, man. And him invading what Israel and Iran, this just leading into Third World War, man. We here. It's going to go up, and then it's going to die back down. But nonetheless, don't mistake prophecy, because it's prophesied that this was going to take place. And we are watching. That's why, again, the Bible say, watch just as well as pray, man. So all the things you see upon this earth, the way you live in, the way the status quo of this world, the educational system, the religious structure, whatever you see, how you see fit, the corporations and everything, the sports, all this stuff going to be done away with, man. The priests and lay people, servants and masters, maids and mistresses, buyers and sellers, see, lenders and borrowers, bankers and debtors, none will be spared. He finna uproot this whole goddamn system, man. He finna uproot it. Finna make the earth empty of all this crap. Because this devil is wicked, man. You know, the air is polluted. You cutting down all the trees. Now you can't, the oxygen level it's crazy under this man rulership, man. All because he wants the birthright back. And the birthright that he got was what? The sword. A sword do what? Cut. So he's cutting life from everything, man. These people are maniacs. You see, the earth will be completely emptied and looted. The Lord has spoken, and he speak through his men. And soon enough, you go see Yahweh shall come with the angels in them. Hey, every knee shall bow and every knee shall see. So with all these things that's happening and things that's been taking place, again, unrighteous decrees, Jacob's in prisons. Yeah, they're doing wickedness. They did a lot of wickedness to get into prisons. But this man to put you in prison 200 years behind a joint. So he make his unrighteous decrees and all this thing. He thinking he the lawgiver on. No, Yahweh Bashimam Shah is the lawgiver. You need to fear them, because they are the ones that's able to save, man, not this devil. And don't put your trust in this system anymore. This system is the places. If you don't see what's happening through the spirit, you're lost and you're going to get caught up in it, and your ass is going to get obliterated out here, man. The so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are not aware. Just hey, listen, just based off the conversations with people in the world, it's like, yo, these motherfuckers don't got, well, ooh, boy. It's going to get bad out here, man. Lord willing, hope this is edifying. Until the next time, I shall say, Shalom. Here it is. Trump got mad because Spain denies the permission to them to use jointly operated bases, man. And he going to cut them off, man. Boy, that's okay. Things is going to intensify, man. Shalom.